Yeah, hi everyone. My name is Kingsley. Kingsley Konkwa, participant from Owerri. I'm actually a participant in a batch 112 Guidance School. Yeah, I have come to the end of the particular entire program of the Guidance School, and I was expected to do a feedback video, and this is just like sharing with you my own experiences as far as Guidance School is concerned. It's been a very wonderful outing. And first of all, I'd just like to let you know I classify this particular presentation into three. I start with lessons learned, looked at challenges, color coded, right? Then recommendations, which looks like the green areas what we can do to improve the entire system. Yeah. First of all, I'd like to say a big thank you to for this great opportunity. It's actually a very mind blowing experience. And then I'd like to appreciate the following persons: Mentor Gloria, MMM School Batch 112. She has been an amiable person and very patient throughout the period. She was highly instrumental to my success in the school. And also to my group leader, Sorochi, Group 5. I remember how well you were able to handle the class when we were doing the business game. It was so well nice. And then also third, I had to also appreciate all participants from MMM Batch 112 Group 5. You were all very supportive, you had so many team support. I also enjoyed all your questions and then contributions, assistance, and all that. So I have actively participated in all these activities, and I've learned a lot. Now, part of the lessons I learned as follows: one, I have been able to take the following home. One, I have a broader understanding of the history of the founder, the ideology, the means of operation, guiding principles of and so on. I've also had the opportunity to develop on my team playing skills. Of course, I've been a very good team player before previously, but I've become a better one. I have also been able to build a technical competence in the use of some important applications like the Google Chrome, the Google Drive, the Google Doc, Screencast, GoToMeetings applications. The Screencast, most especially, that's what I'm using to prepare this video. It has also added value to my current work, even in my place of work. So I have also been able to learn of promotional activities of to increase the cash inflow of the system. I've also had a better understanding of strengths, weaknesses, opportunity, and threats, what we call the SWOT. I've also been able to appreciate the use of electronic currencies such as the Bitcoin. I'm actually thinking of trading in Bitcoin, and also, apart from trading, I also participate in this particular community with Bitcoin because I came to understand it more and appreciate it. And then finally, I've also learned to prioritize the activities of this group, knowing fully well that it relies on the active participation and not passive. Also understanding better the use of social media to boost participation. Now, during the course of this period, there were actually some challenges I encountered. First of all, I noticed that the class was just too large. Wow. And at some point, the activities of some of the ignorant persons were almost frustrating the efforts of the mentor. You could see it in so many questions and talking and all that. So it was actually a challenge. And also the tasks were very similar to those of the previous guidance school. A lot of persons had already had these tasks before coming to this guidance school, maybe from the previous guidance schools, and then they were a little bit ahead of class. That actually introduced some kind of confusion in the class. Some persons felt they were left behind, not knowing that some persons are already faster than the shadows. Also, the third is that the initial Google Sheet that was shared was being tampered, by a lot of ignorant participants. Some didn't know they were tampering with them. So, and also some were actually tampering with them, and they knew. It was more like survival of the fittest instead of being more like a teamwork. Okay, then the recommendations I have is that one, the class should be made a little bit more or a little bit smaller. Subsequently, okay, we could use several kind of criteria to screen out and make sure the fewer people who we have are people who would participate effectively. Things like using the number of provided help one has had, the number of direct downlines, looking at how long the person had been in and all that. Okay, then the second recommendation is that the tasks for each batch should be slightly different to encourage participants to be independent, either both to be independent to themselves and also to be to be dependent on themselves and also dependent on the mentor. And finally, the Google Sheets should be pre-filled and shared with the participant for correction to avoid unnecessary alteration. This is just a brief summary of my own feedback. Like I said, I classified them into three: lessons learned, challenges, and then eventually recommendation. I'm so grateful to MMM for this great opportunity. Together we change the world. And then thank you for watching my video, and I hope you also stick around because I intend making more videos. Goodbye. Oops.